What if I told you that Blood of My Blood just delivered its most gut-wrenching episode yet? The kind of hour that doesn't just make you watch, it makes you feel every ounce of dread? Episode 8 isn't just dramatic. It's a relentless descent into the harshest realities of the past, tearing characters apart piece by piece and daring us to confront just how brutal history could be, especially for women who were treated as bargaining chips in someone else's game of power. From the very first frame, the episode traps you in a slow, suffocating buildup. The morning of Ellen's examination is a storm before the storm, the house buzzing like a beehive, servants whispering in corners, men pacing under the weight of their own guilt. Ellen sits still, pale but unshaken, fully aware that within hours her dignity will be put on trial. The MacKenzie brothers, her supposed protectors, can't even look her in the eye without showing the shame they carry. Each step they take feels like one step further into betrayal. And Malcolm Grant, the man who claims to love her, is no better. He tries to convince himself that this ordeal will secure her future, but his trembling hands betray the truth. He knows he might lose her heart forever. Ellen's strange calm is not the calm of peace, but of inevitability. Her face is pale, her eyes fixed forward, yet her posture carries a flicker of defiance. She is about to be judged in the most dehumanizing way imaginable, but she refuses to let anyone see her break. Brian's agony is of a different kind, raw, desperate, almost uncontrollable. The woman he considers his wife, even if the world doesn't, is about to be humiliated before his eyes, and he is powerless to stop it. The only one who seems untouched by fear is Lord Tovat, moving about the house like a man lost in his own smug little world. His presence poisons the room, even when he's barely in the frame. And then Julia steps in, a moment that changes everything. She has no stake in this examination, no reason to get involved, but she does anyway. Drawing from her past as a nurse, Julia quietly prepares Ellen with a clever trick that no physician of the time could detect. It's subtle, brilliant, and it spares Ellen from the worst outcome, giving her a chance to walk through this fire without being completely consumed. In that moment, a bond forms between Julia and Ellen, a bond forged in survival. Watching Julia in this scene, it's impossible not to be reminded of Claire. She has that same blend of warmth and iron resolve, a presence that feels like a callback to Outlander's heart. When the examination finally happens, it is nothing short of a nightmare. Every second feels like an assault on Ellen's dignity. Men staring, judging, deciding her future. And yet she never falters. Her silence becomes louder than any scream, and when they finally declare her pure, the look she gives her brothers is sharper than any blade. It isn't gratitude, it isn't relief. It's a warning. You doubted me, but I will rise higher than all of you. This moment marks the start of Ellen's transformation. She is no longer a victim. She is a woman who will forge her own power from the ashes of humiliation. But the episode isn't just about Ellen. It also gives us one of the most emotional reunions of the season, Julia and Henry. Their encounter is brief but earth-shattering. Henry is frozen in disbelief. After believing Julia to be dead for so long, he can barely process that she's standing in front of him. Julia, steady as ever, reassures him that this is real, that they will meet again. But this reunion sets off a chain of pain that will carry straight into episode 9. Henry's already fragile mind will spiral when he learns that Julia now belongs to another man. He will try to hide his pain, but it will eat away at him, threatening to break him completely. Meanwhile, Lord Tovat returns from his supposed treatments with a new obsession, convinced that someone in his own household is poisoning him. His paranoia escalates, and Julia becomes his prime target. His accusations turn venomous, even dragging her child into his twisted suspicions. Brian and Ellen face heartbreak of their own when Ellen's servant is bribed, ensuring their separation even as their love still burns. And just when you think it can't get worse, Julia's pregnancy is revealed, fast-tracking her marriage to Malcolm Grant. When Brian hears of the wedding, unaware of the pregnancy, the news shatters him. The devastation is so crushing that he collapses, overcome by betrayal, grief, and despair. Episode 8 was already one of the darkest, most grueling chapters of Blood of My Blood. But the road ahead is even more punishing. Every character is being pushed closer to their breaking point. The question now isn't just who will survive, it's who will rise from the ashes and who will be devoured by the shadows gathering around them.